Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Okay, ready? Check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here I come. Check.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Riddick with a carry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Riddick. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Watch 25. Get along. West.
Now Riddick. He's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got control.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hey, wahoo!
They run the counter. Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. We got it. Mike, check. Go.
Looking to throw. Barry. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You can't stop me.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike 52. In your face. Hey, Mike 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Barry. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Gardner. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Gardner. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Sean. 27, check Mike, 27. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
From the gun, Gardner. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Barry. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on second down. Gardner. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gardner got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53's mine. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. 53. Check 53. Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch out. Watch it. Come on. Match box. Right. Go.
Right back to him on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53 is the mic. No chance. On the ball.
2nd and 6. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
27, Mike 27. Hey, me and you all day.
Operating from the gun, Gardner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Rams take over first.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50.
Back to throw. Barry. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 14.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
80 weapons. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 1st down, Barry. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun, Gardner. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 52. I don't even know why.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Barry. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Ready, break.
52, Mike 52. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
Now.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Blue draw Corker. Hey, Charlie. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hey. Smooth.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Looking to throw. Barry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, pick your game up.
Topper.
Hot.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and sneak it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You better be ready. Shift.
2nd and 4. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 15 yards on the play. First down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Check. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Drop deep. Larry. Yeah.
To throw on 2nd down. Gardner getting it out left side to Sanu. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gardner. He finds Riddick, complete. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 52 the mic. Check 50.
Protein spill.
Got you, boy.
Sit.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready up.
52. Mike 52. Army. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun. Barry. He is going to find Hill here. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Hey, watch this. Check 3. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, echo. 2.
Throwing on first down. Barry. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Mike's 59.
Throwing again. Barry. Slant route. Caught by Edelman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Ready.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch twitch. 66. Pull it. Ha. Echo. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
2nd and 5. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Coming to you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, Gardner. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Off. Mike's 50.
Operating from the gun, Gardner. Jeffrey with a catch left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
50 to Mike. I'm coming.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gardner. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gardner, the completion to Riddick. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
This is Grant. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yo. Bravo. Mike 5'9". Watch the pass.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Hey, Delta.
Where's 52?
Let's go.
From the gun, Barry is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after this field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check, check. West. Jim, Jim, Jim.
They go back to Reddick. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Deuce, 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 deuce.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Why? Give it up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Yep.
Go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, Orbit. Gone. Big River.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set. 90 Wolf. Recon 132 fighter.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 59, Mike.
Get it.
59, Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Barry. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Hey, tight. Check 37.
80 weapon.
They run. Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown. Now on the year, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Rams 31, Falcons 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Watch a slack.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 4 down. Check. Armin. Mike's 50. All day.
Operating from the gun, Gardner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 50. Go to base. 50. Let's go. Tight right. We got 4.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here I come. Slam. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here we go.
Let's go, Mike, 50.
On 4th down, Gardner. He's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gardner. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw. Gardner. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Barry, Hills hit, and he lost the football. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
52's the mic. It's our field. It's our field.
61, matchbox lights.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Light. Now.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, Barry, and going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check 26, check 26.
Topper, topper.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will